Hi, Rebecca. This is Matthew Robert Payne, and you did a prophecy over my life. And seeing as I can't take this apart line by line and type, my hands, I type too well. I'm just going to do a video of the prophecy and my response. So you wrote, I see a man who's gone gone through a lot of pain. You're very accurate with that. I had a pastor say that the pain that you've been through is so deep you can't really explain it to other people. People don't want to hear what you've been through. You said you carry pain so deep in your heart that Jesus will be the only one that can heal this. Um, I've actually, it's good to hear that. I'd actually given up. I'd been to so many counselors and tried so much to have it healed, and I'd actually given up. So that's good news to me. This is a very deep wound. You write, this is a very deep wound that was caused by people you trusted. I see you were abused in every way as a kid, and those you trusted in the world rejected you since you were a kid. They made you believe in yourself. They made you not believe in yourself and trust yourself. So, yes, I've had a lot of people who were influences in my life not really believe in me, even into my adult life. They said that my revelations and what I believed in was not true. And later in life, if I'd come out with a revelation, my mother used to say that that was a delusion. It was my mental illness. Um, you go on, they made you think you were worthless and no good. It was always verbal abuse that hurt you the worst, yeah. My dad was physically abusive to me as a child with his discipline, but the words people said hurt, and you can't really get over them. Certain phrases that keeps repeating in your mind to torture your mind. Um, yeah, that's true. My mum's words that I'm delusional and my thoughts and my revelations were uh, because of my mental illness um, uh, were especially hurtful. You go on, you're not afraid of death because you crawled out of a dark pit in hell. You have a deep love for people, and it's always your desire for people to know God the way you do. Yeah, I've invested a lot of money writing 150 books, and I've spent a lot of time doing that, and I've recorded 4,200 videos, and I continue to do that uh, because of my love for other people. And even though not a lot of people read my books now and not a lot of people watch my videos, I continue to do it because of my love for other people. So that was very accurate. Um, that that it gives you great pleasure. You go on with that. It gives you great pleasure to know people, for people to know God as you do. That's one of my main motives is to encourage people to know God like I do. So that's accurate. You're very gifted in many areas, and you have other talents that are dormant, waiting for time as now. you have a deep desire for God to use you in healing, it would bring you great joy to see God um, heal by using you. Um, it's not a big desire. It is there, but I think a lot of people that heal are boasters, and I wouldn't like to become like you, like them. Um, there are people you know that needs healing of the mind and the body, including you. Um, yeah, that's true. Mr. Matthew, I see you sitting on Dad's lap as a little child, and you've been there a long time. That part of you feels safe in Dad's lap. Uh, yeah, I imagine that that's true, that I've been with God a number of years. They tried to break your mind when you were little. Dad has been with you since you were conceived. He had to do it this way because the enemy would have killed you even at birth. Yeah. What you don't weren't aware of is I had the umbilical cord wrapped around my neck when I was born. My mum had was hypnotized when she had me, so she couldn't feel pain, and she wasn't able to tell that I was being strangled, and I out of uh, came out of her body catonic blue. My face was blue from lack of oxygen. So it was really true. It's a really good word of knowledge there that they tried to kill you even at birth. You are a seer prophet and you can flow in both areas. That's really true. One reason people can only handle you for a short time is because you irritate their demons. I wondered why people wouldn't spend time with me, and that carries a lot of truth. Carry a very powerful and heavy anointing that has been hard to carry at times. That's true. I feel that anointing. It's hard to walk under. You walk in a room and feel everyone's energy. I'm not particularly aware of that, but it may be happening. And um, if the energy is oppressive, your anointing changes the atmosphere. I can imagine that happening. I was just unaware of that. You can feel others' pain, whether physical or mental, and many times your body will produce the same pain. Um, I'm not aware that that's true. Um, that sounds like an empath, and I don't operate at that level. But I appreciate your words. There were parts of this that weren't true, but in a sense, they were true also. And I'll get on to that. You you have a very humble spirit, very gentle. That's true. You are very giving. Because of that, people think you're a weak target. I've been abused for my goodness all of my life, which you are not. Mr. Matthew Payne, Matthew, Dad, has many things in store for you, but there's a very, very deep part of your heart that ties God's hands from doing everything He wants to do through you and for you and through you. I wish that would be untied, and I've tried my best. So it comes down to Jesus healing me, and I'm not really aware how Jesus can heal me if He's not using a counselor. And I've been to enough counselors, and I don't have any offering their services for me. Every counselor in the world seems to want money, and I've given up looking for them. There are many blessings that are waiting for you to receive from Dad. You you are working on improving your confidence and believing more in yourself. That's true. There's a part of you that still lacks the confidence you need. That it goes back to the healing again, and I'm pretty well given up on getting healing. That is coming. That I guarantee you to have a big ministry, and God will use you in many ways in many countries. God has told me that He's gonna not use me in many countries, but He wants me all to Himself. And so this part of the prophecy, you may be seeing something that's going to happen in heaven. I'm going to have a big ministry in heaven. You're not, it's not really wrong prophesying this over me, because hundreds of people did prophesy this over me, but this information uh, uh, isn't correct at the moment. Mr. Matthew received three gifts: the gift of faith, the gift of miracles, and the gift of healing. Those three gifts are lacking in me, and that would be good. You'll need each one to do everything God is calling you to do. Um, you'll see many get healed through you. Um, I'm not particularly confident that that is true. I'll see it when I believe it. I believe it when I see it. Uh, and Mr. Matthew, Dad's going to heal your mind. You'll walk in freedom from schizophrenia. I personally don't have the faith for that. You'll be freed out of that cage, and you'll be a living testimony for many people in the mental ward. I'm not sure that that's going to happen. I've accepted my mental illness, and and so I'm not sure I'm going to be healed. You're a true blessing, Mr. Matthew, and Dad loves you so much. Your ministry is fixing to blow up, and everything I have said will come to pass. I honestly have had God speak to me at length about never being known by the masses, and just having a small ministry and having a ministry devoted to Him and helping His heart. And so this idea that I'm going to have a super ministry can't be reactivated in me. God has spoken at length about me being unseen. But Mr. Matthew, you've seen a lot that wasn't the tip of the iceberg, that is fixing you to blow your mind with things He shows you, and the new mantle that is coming. You're fixing to see you doing a podcast and other types of media. Um, I'm doing like a podcast sort of thing at the moment, doing an interview with a person, but perhaps a podcast may come. You're bold as a lion, Mr. Matthew. Dad believes in you, and so do I. I know you can do anything you set your mind to. That's true. Mr. Matthew, Dad is a dad that you've been faithful with little. Now He can trust you with a lot. Once again, God has been very insistent in telling me that I'm not going to go and do great things. I, I can feel your spirit. You have the gentlest spirit. Reminds me of a gentle giant. I see the pain you went through, and I feel your deep loneliness. That's true. It won't always be this way. It's always been this way. And I tend to read your prophecy, but I don't believe it when it comes to that. I think God has designed me to be lonely, to be close to Him. Um, you've waited so patiently for so long. It is your season. Your ship has come in, but but it's your time. Watch and see how God blesses you. Um, if you're referring to the loneliness, I don't think that's ever going to leave. I see Dad blessing you in ways that will take your breath away. I hope so, and it cheers me up to see how God is going to bless you. I love watching Dad bless people. You truly deserve everything God is preparing for you. He has many surprises for you. I hope so, but I'm sort of come to be content with my life. Um, Many you know nothing about. You carry scars physically and mentally. There are battle wounds. Carry them proudly. Only warriors have battle wounds, and you're a warrior. You are my friend. You, my friend, are one that would march into hell with me, and that's like we own it. You have a heart of a warrior and the child at the same time. That's true. I've got like a warrior spirit and I've got a childlike heart. That's why Dad can use you so great. Dad has shown you many people with what doctors say schizophrenia is. Matthew, I'm a seer and I've been seeing in the spirit realm since I was a small child. So it gets personal about you here, and I won't continue with that. I there's a lot of truth in this prophecy, and there's some error. I debated whether to reply to it because of the things that were error, but I sense that these things are going to change when I'm in heaven, and I sense I read this to my book writing partner, and she said, this prophecy is a combination of earth and heaven, what's going to happen in heaven, and mental illness is going to be gone in heaven. Um, I won't be healing in heaven. Um, I'm not sure if I'm going to get the gift of healing, but I don't sense that I'm going to be mentally and emotionally healed on earth. I've given up looking for healers. You said I'll be healed by Jesus, and I'm not particularly sure how that will happen. I've got a really close relationship with Jesus and the Father, and they haven't healed me yet. Um, some of what you see is going to happen in heaven, and not particularly on earth. But I've had a lot of prophecies say that I'm going to have an international ministry, and people were seeing things that weren't true, but hundreds of people saw it. So it's nothing wrong seeing that same future. It's just not going to happen. Um, Thank you for sending me the prophecy. It really encouraged me, and I'm really encouraged. Um, yeah, God bless.